There you go. So this doesn't necessarily apply to me anymore because I'm washed up. I've been used and abused, put out to pasture, so to speak. Been married twice, failed marriages, and have two kids. They love me, but my future in relationships is bleak from this perspective. But after going through the experiences I've gone through and relationships I've been in, I'll go on here on the record for those of you that are interested to learn and try and become better people and maybe do something different moving forward, because it's only going to continue to get worse, and very, very quickly, exponentially worse every single day. This continues. I don't know why it continues this way, but it is this way. I know how it started. And I'm in my mind, I'm thinking I need to be careful how I propose this, how I present it, because there's going to be so much flack for saying it. But this is the reality, and it's not my fault that this has occurred. It's not me who created this. I'm just presenting the information, and this is a common thought. It's not like something I just created or thought of myself. It's a problem. It's a real big problem. I'd say it's probably the number one problem in the world today. And easy to say there's plenty of other issues to deal with, but let's just focus on this for now. Because primarily the world functions due to cohesion. That's to say that there's equal give and take in humanity. I go to work because I offer a service. Company needs that service. Company is satisfied, I get paid. Right? Company is satisfied in my efforts. I receive payment for said efforts. Both parties are quasi appeased. Okay? So this video really is pertaining to male-female marriage relationships. Too often nowadays, and I say too often, really in every case, nowadays, women look at being the homemaker as a subpar position in life, or something that is looked down upon. And for that, they believe that they are above that, I guess, or better than that. And it causes nothing but issues in relationships, okay? The man, he was built with physicality, with strength, with mental fortitude, the ability to get up early, to go to work his ass off, come home, provide, meaning pay for things, because you can't survive today without paying for things. And most of the time, men don't get paid enough, so all we have is enough to pay for the things that are absolute necessities, critical necessities. We don't have a lot of extra for luxury, which nowadays all women want. They want the luxury. They don't want just the bare minimum anymore. In their mind, it's bare minimum, right? Just surviving. Unfortunately, we as men don't get paid enough to satisfy the greed in women's minds. And you can call it social media, the feminist revolution movement, just this whole idea that women deserve the world and men are supposed to cater to that no matter what. I don't know where that got skewed, how that became the gospel, but it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. It should be a give and take. A man works his ass off to come home to a woman who's at peace with him and herself, and they work together, loving each other, right? When I say work together, it doesn't mean the man goes to work, then comes home, does all the bullshit chores at the house as well. I mean, when the man goes to work and he's doing his job so that he gets a paycheck to pay for all the things at the home, he comes home to a wife who has done her job at home, taking care of said things that need to be taken care of, keeping the home kept, cleaned, and having something prepared to eat, keeping the children up, getting them ready for school, things of that nature. The man goes to provide for the home. The woman takes care of the home. Simple concept, although today it's become a burden, a problem, too much, overwhelming. And when women explain it to men, they act like they're doing so much by staying at home, taking care of the kids. Do you know that I've actually done this on multiple occasions where my previous ex-wife, girlfriends, whatever, gone the entire day? And I thought, you know what, this has been put on me so many times that I do nothing around the house, and it's so burdensome and so full. The task is so full for a woman. And it never ends. So hard to keep up with the house, etc., etc., etc. I do laundry, I do the cleaning, I do this, I keep up with the kids, blah, 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 blah. Falls on deaf ears at this point, okay? Because it literally takes me about 3 hours to completely scour a home. And I'm talking about a 3,000 square foot home. It takes me at most 3 hours to completely do everything in that house. 4 hours if I mow the yard too, completely done. I mean, let's face it, keeping a home maintained is very simple. If you think it's a big deal, maybe you should go back to kindergarten and learn how to deal with managing your own emotions and stress. Because managing a home is very simple. Managing the stress of a female is a nightmare. And this is why most men do not want to entertain the idea of a long-term commitment or marriage with those women anymore. Because they simply don't care to do what they need to do and commit for life, which is what a marriage is. A marriage is a lifelong commitment, a selfless commitment. It has nothing to do with you deserving more or me deserving more. It has everything to do with I met you, we met each other, we love each other, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you because I love you. So we go through hurdles and obstacles throughout the relationship, and that's to be expected. But it doesn't mean that anything is ever going to be a point at which we decide it's not worth continuing. We got married. Why did we get married? Because we wanted to spend the rest of our lives together. You can't omit the idea that there weren't going to be problems that arose. When you're dating, if you're living in a fantasy thinking that the relationship will be perfect for the rest of your life, that's a misconception on your part and a fault on your part. It has nothing to do with your partner. There will be issues, but if you can't act like a mature adult and talk about these things with your big girl vocabulary and sense about you, then you aren't mature enough to even engage in marriage. So therefore, what are you doing anyway? But I digress. Men don't want to deal with you anymore. And you say it's all about sex. Well, that's because you use it as a tool against us. That's all we want, because it's the one thing we don't ever get. If we were to be granted that on a regular basis, it wouldn't be a focal point. It wouldn't. Your expectation is to be provided for. Why is that a big deal? I don't think it's a big deal that I'm going to work to provide for you and my kids and the home and everything else. I don't think of that as a burden. I think that's my job. Why do you consider taking care of the home a burden? Why do you consider wanting to be sexually active with your husband or your partner a burden? I don't understand where that falls off. Anyway, guys, I hate to come across as being, bitchy or something here, but this is the reality we live in. The world is turned upside down, and it's because of this. And you women need to get your heads back on straight. Go get mental help, whatever it is, but stay away from the men. If you're ready to commit to a man, be ready to commit for the life. If you want to be married, you will be married for life. That's the way it should be. That's the way God wanted it. He wrote it that way. It's a commitment. If you can't commit for life because you expect it to be perfect, then don't do it. Don't get married. Certainly don't fool a man into providing for you and wanting to get to that point and then bailing out after the fact. You ruin us. You ruin us because that's the way we act. We operate that way. We are built, born and bred to be good men, providers, to take care of, fix problems, etc., right? But generally we want to do good and provide and be next to you guys and take care of you as our woman. But when you guys don't care to do anything except bitch about us not doing shit at home, when we work our fucking life away just to provide, it doesn't make any sense. It's a sickness. It's a sickness. It's a real bad sickness. And I don't know how to fix it, but I'm just saying it's very, very easy to just continue being like all the other women and acting the same way. And then whenever your man doesn't agree with you, or you run away and you go to your girlfriends, your Me Too girlfriends, and the grass is greener, babe. Yeah, you got to go find another man who will treat you right. Well, I mean, all men will treat you right if you treat them right. I mean, let's face it, all of us, men and women, we're all generally decent people, I hope, right? We all want what's right. Just be a decent human being. Be honest. Be honest about things. Don't lie. Don't manipulate. Don't try and choreograph things in your mind. Live life. Let things organically grow and build. Live life. Support your husband. Support your husband. I promise you, if you support and you commit the way women did back in the 40s and 50s to their husbands, that man will build. He will never stop building for you, and he will never stop trying to make things better. But when you withhold and you act like you're better than that relationship or that man, and he's constantly on eggshells trying to figure out what the fuck you want, what it is that you're trying to even do here. He's certainly not coming home to a peaceful home. He's not coming home to food. He's not coming home to a clean house. He works all day, comes home, you're on your phone. What's he in it for, right? What's he getting from it? Nothing. The only thing he gets is basically the hope that you're not going to bail on him. So he does what he thinks he needs to do just to keep you happy enough, because there's nothing we can do to make you perfectly happy, especially in your crazy ass minds nowadays. But fix yourselves, guys. It's very easy. If I can take care of an entire house in just 3-4 hours, completely done, I guarantee you I'd be a stay-at-home instantly. You go make the money, I'll take care of the kids in the house. I promise you I'll never bitch about it. And I certainly won't throw it in your face as if it's a huge burden, because it's a life of luxury staying at home, not having to go to work for somebody or a man. Dealing with that bullshit, threaten me with a good time, I'll stay home. I will do it right now. I'll never bitch about it. I guarantee you that. I don't know how this became a problem for women all of a sudden years ago, but it became some sort of impossible problem that it's a nightmare to take care of a home. Are you kidding me? Fuck. Love to not have to wake up and go to work. I gotta wake up and take the kids to school so I can get home and take a nap and then wake up and clean for a couple hours before the husband gets home? Are you kidding me? Jesus. So simple, guys. So simple. Let's get back to the roots of what God created us for, right? We can complement each other pretty good if we just simply care to do that. Just do it. Stop acting like it's a burden or a problem or a nightmare or impossible. It's not. Life is pretty easy if you don't try and manipulate or lie or cheat. Very, very easy, actually. Make it easy on your husbands. He'll make it 1,000 times more easy on you. I fucking guarantee that. That's what we want to do. You just make it so damn difficult. That's all it is.